we're either going to get a deal or it's going to be unfortunate for them. I would think that would be enough time, 10, 15 days, pretty much maximum. Well, in case we don't make a deal, we'll need it. If we don't have a deal, we'll need it. If we have a deal, we could cut it short. It'll be leaving very soon. We have one out there.
Iran, we have to make a deal. With Iran.
We have to make a deal, otherwise it's going to be very traumatic. Very traumatic. I don't want that to happen, but we have to make a deal. And they want to make a deal, as they should want to make a deal. They know the consequences. If they don't make a deal, the consequences are very steep. Well, we're going to make a deal or we're going to get a deal one way or the other.
But with a military strike, is it to wipe out their nuclear program?
I'm not going to talk to you about that, but we're either going to get a deal or it's going to be unfortunate for them.
And you said today 10 days. Have you given them a deadline firm to make a deal?
I would think that would be enough time, 10, 15 days, pretty much maximum. And now is the time for Iran to join us on a path that will complete what we're doing. And if they join us, that'll be great. If they don't join us, that'll be great too. But it'll be a very different path. They cannot continue to threaten the stability of the entire region, and they must make a deal. Or if that doesn't happen, I maybe can understand. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But bad things will happen if it doesn't. With the commitments announced today, the Board of Peace is proving that it does not just convene countries, it devises and implements, and real solutions happen. We've come up with solutions. This is so little talk. This is very little talk, all action. First time, it was always talk in the Middle East. People would talk about peace in the Middle East, and then they'd go home and they'd never even think about it again. Nothing would happen. We're providing a model for how responsible sovereign nations can cooperate to take responsibility for confronting problems.
برای یک سری اصول راهنما تونستیم یک موافقت کلی پیدا بکنیم که بعد از این به بعد بر اساس اون اصول حرکت خواهیم کرد و وارد متن یک توافق احتمالی خواهیم شد. این معنیش این نیست که ما به سرعت میتونیم به توافق برسیم، ولی حداقل مسیر شروع شده. ما امیدوار هستیم که هرچه زودتر این کار انجام بشه و آمادگی هم داریم که براش وقت کافی بگذاریم، ولی به هر حال وقتی به تدوین متن میرسه خب کاری مقدار مشکل‌تر و ریزتر میشه. پیشرفت خوبی نسبت به جلسه گذشته صورت گرفت و ما الان یک مسیر روشنی پیش رو داریم که به نظرم مثبت هست. قرار شد یه مقدار دو طرف روی متن‌های یک توافق احتمالی کار انجام بدن و بعد ما این متن‌ها رو تبادل بکنیم و بعد تاریخ دیگری رو برای دور سوم در نظر بگیریم.
It was very clear that the president has set some red lines that the Iranians are not yet willing to actually acknowledge and work through. So we're going to keep on working it, but of course the president reserves the ability to say when he thinks that diplomacy has reached its natural end. Everything is on the table. We certainly want Iran to stop being a state sponsor of terrorism. There are a lot of ways in which they endanger America's national security, but the most important way they could is if they acquired a nuclear weapon, and that is the red line the President of the United States has consistently set.
הגורמים הקיצוניים מסרבים לוותר. הם מתארגנים מחדש כדי לאתגר אותנו מחדש. איננו נחים על זרי הדפנה. אנחנו ערוכים ודרוכים להגן על עצמנו מול כל אתגר. אנחנו פועלים בצמידות עם בעלת בריתנו הגדולה, ארצות הברית. הבהרתי לידידי הנשיא טראמפ את העקרונות שלדעת ישראל צריכים להנחות כל משא ומתן עם איראן. אנחנו ערוכים לכל תרחיש. ודבר אחד בטוח, אם האייתולות יטעו ויתקפו אותנו, הם יחוו תגובה שהם אפילו לא יכולים להעלות בדעתם.
با چه زبانی باید بگیم که ما به دنبال سلاح هسته‌ای نیستیم و نخواهیم هم بود. هر چطور میخوان راستی آزمایی کنن. ما اگر واقعا اینا دلشون میخواد ایران سلاح هسته‌ای نداشته باشه، ما آماده ایم هر گونه راستی آزمایی رو خواستن.
Should Iran decide not to make a deal, it may be necessary for the United States to use Diego Garcia and the airfield located in Fairford in order to eradicate a potential attack by a highly unstable and dangerous regime.
Iran has temporarily closed parts of the strategic Strait of Hormuz for several hours, citing security precautions during live-fire military drills. But this move could have serious consequences, which comes at a time that Iranian officials hold their second round of indirect talks with the United States over the nuclear program in Geneva. It's the first time in years that Tehran has announced such a closure of this key international waterway, through which nearly 20% of the world's oil passes.
Where we will give tag life.